Okay, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is our first Wing Mini Symposium for the year of 2021. My name is Kelly Blake, and I am the current Wing Global Executive. Last year, Wing UK did an awesome job once the world was shut down due to the COVID-19 pandemic of putting on Think and Drinks, which were a combination of short webinars as well as some trivia and networking events. They were so successful and well executed that we wanted to give our Wing ambassadors and really our Wing country teams a way to reach out to the geothermal community in a similar way. So far so good. We're off to a good start. So thank you for being here today. So the Wing Ambassador Mini Symposium Series, as you can see here, we have slots filled up all throughout 2021. You are here for the Wing United States Symposium today. And as you can see, in February, we will be having, we actually have a slot open. So if anyone is interested in that slot, please reach out via the comments or the chat box, and we will let you know how to sign up for that spot. As you can see on the right, we have this is actually the advertisement that we'll put out every month so that you'll be able to sign up and register for these events. And we're looking forward to all of these mini symposiums throughout 2021. We'd like to take a second to give a shout out to our sponsors, which are Sequent. Sequent is actually a partner of Wing. They're our visibility partner, and they're hosting this session for us today. Outside of them being our visibility partner here today and hosting this webinar, they also provide a visibility scholarship for women in the industry to present at global conferences. This is something that they've done for 2 years now, and we just want to make sure you are all aware of that opportunity and keep an eye out for those type of opportunities on the Wing website, as well as Sequent social media and Wing social media. So thank you, thank you, Sequent, for helping us out today, and thank you, Bastian, for helping us out this morning. And thank you for all being here today. And I will now pass it over to our speakers. First up, and for who's going to be speaking first today for Wing US, is Aishi. Take it away, Aishi.
Thank you, Kelly. Welcoming supporters, thank you for taking time to come here today. It is nice to see you all. Before we start the presentation, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Ayşe Uzun-Pasternak, and I started my work life as a well site geologist and continued as a project manager. I had 10 years experience in the geothermal sector, including 5 power plants projects that have been successfully completed in Turkey. I have a bachelor's degree in geology engineering, a master's degree in energy and environment management, and I'm currently pursuing my MBA at Temple University in Philadelphia. I was one of the founding members of Wing Turkey. It has always been a great pleasure for me to work in this sector and to be a Wing member. So much so that even though I moved to America in 2019 and changed my whole life, I have never ever thought to break away from the sector or Wing. So here I am. And Emilia?
Hello, Wing community. With Aishi, I am honored to be opening the Women in Geothermal Mini Symposium, with the first presentation being the United States chapter. A short introduction of myself. I'm an independent geoscientist, and I have worked in geothermal fields around the world for over a decade. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Geology from Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan, and a Master's of Science from University of Iceland, where I studied at the School of Renewable Energy Sciences, majoring in geothermal energy. The vast majority of my experience has been rig site work, where I am often the only female on site. This has motivated me to create worksite environments that encourage more women in the field. As a Wing US team member, I initiated the anti-harassment policy, co-lead the communications team, and supported the Wing involvement in last year's Geothermal Rising virtual conference, which included student scholarships, core value awards, morning yoga, and the Wing workshop evening program. So that's the introduction. Let's begin the show.
So let's start with what Wing US has accomplished in 2020. For the third year in a row, we have given awards to members who represent our core values, which are at the very heart of Wing. Geothermal Rising is helping members to reach new heights. Thank you, Geothermal Rising. With their relationship, we made 14 students very happy by sponsoring them to go to the Geothermal Rising conference in October 2020. With the help of Geothermal Rising, we have outlined the anti-harassment policy for them to implement, hopefully, in their year 2021. And we are able to address diversity and inclusion in the plenary session to a large geothermal crowd. We also distributed a quarterly newsletter to our membership. And we are also working to increase our social media presence. You can follow us on Instagram or Facebook. If you share any pictures of your participation here today via your social media, please use the hashtag Mini Symposium 2021. And if you are having issues connecting to the internet, simply log on to any Wi-Fi named Yellowstone. It is guaranteed to be a hotspot. And the next slide. Here are the happiest 14 students. Please check our website and the social media for similar opportunities for the students. And the next slide, yes. What are Wing US goals for 2021? Well, as seismologists continue to find existing faults, let's take a look at some of our future prospects. Of course, we will continue to award core values, which makes us who we are. We want to finalize and to start the implementation of the newly drafted anti-harassment policies. In addition to supporting the right behavior, we also work to prevent the wrong ones. Newsletters will continue. If you have a news story you would like to be included, please let us know. And there are some conferences that are planning event for. The Stanford Geothermal Workshop, which will also be connected with a Taco Tuesday networking event on the 16th of February. Our presentations continue for the World Geothermal Congress for 2021. We are also preparing for the World Geothermal Congress in 2023. And the next. I mentioned a couple times about core values and how important they are for Wing. You could consider these for ideas to be the bedrock on which women in geothermal stands. Let's see what they are and what they represent. Empowering means we will focus on strengths without micromanagement. We will connect the right people. We will be the best supporters of others' efforts and ideas. We will work to be recognized, and we will make a positive working environment. And the Oscar goes, this award went to Diana from Africa this year. Being courageous means we will be imaginative, ambitious, and stimulate new ideas. We use foresight and identify opportunities and challenges. We will challenge accepted truth and enter unfamiliar territory. We will make clear demands on each other and push for constructive change. We will understand and manage risk. And this award went to Jamie from USA. With caring, we promise to create safe work environment. We promise to be open-minded with other situations. We promise to think beyond our borders to make the world our community. We promise to demonstrate social responsibility and contribute to sustainable development. And this award went to Frida from Iceland. And now, I didn't make a mistake. She wants to call us her Frida. Open. With all our sincerity, we will be truthful and act with integrity. We will be curious, work together, and share experience. We will promise and value diversity. We will communicate in an exact and specific way. We will give and accept constructive feedback. We will bring up ethical issues and challenges immediately. And this award went to Esther from Africa this year. We also had a special award which included all core values, and it went to Andy Blair, who was the global chair for women in geothermal for 5 years. Thank you, Andy, for being you. We have a lot to learn from you. And the next slide. And also this year, USA became a new Wing Global Chair. With this responsibility, let's see what did we do since May 2020. We have a new website. It is womeningeothermal.org. Go and check it out. We have a training forum to raise the leaders of the future. Wing is formed a non-profit organization in the US as a way to organize our finances. We are working on Wing Global organizations like Global Board and Global Operations Team. We are also continuing bias training with the Wingman as a special task force. And after this slide, I leave the microphone to my colleague and dear friend Amelia. And as Dr. Fraser Crane says, I'm listening. We are all ears, Amelia.
Thank you very much, Aishi. I will discuss the past, the present, and the future. Okay, I think I'm back. So the past, the present, and the future of Wing. 4 years ago, 2017, there were 13 Wing chapters and about 1,000 Wing members. And the goal was to achieve 1,500 members, 50% of them being male, as well as getting one Wing chapter in every country that has geothermal potential, and one Wing member on the board of every geothermal program. And now we have exceeded the goal. We're up to, as of this morning, recently updated, 1,808 members. These members come from 74 different countries, and the global percentage is 27% male. So we have some chapters with higher percentage males than others, but the global average is over a quarter. There are 34 country chapters. So since 2017, that's a 21 chapter increase. And there are many areas for growth. As you see, the members come from 74 different countries. So if you're in a country such as Italy or Australia, where you don't have a Wing chapter, then you join a different chapter. And here are the 34 countries. They are roughly along the fault lines that create geothermal energy. As you can see here, the stripe going down the middle of East Africa and swooping through Southern Europe. It's a lovely map of the growth of Wing. And as I said, there's room for improvement. We're currently working with China to create a Chinese chapter for the 2023 WGC. And if you are from a country that you don't see highlighted in green and are interested in starting a Wing chapter, please reach out to myself or Aishi, and we'd love to help you get started. These are graphs which are part of a paper to be presented at the WGC by Christofferson et al. And it shows the increase in female membership and authorship at geothermal conferences. There are some ups and downs, but in general, it's an upward trend. And you can see the far left side of the graph, the GRC and the IGA are, well, IGA has surpassed 50%, and geothermal rising is coming in close. And the new geothermal rising board is actually 50% female, which is an exciting accomplishment. The lower graph shows in blue squares a combination of geothermal rising, formerly GRC, Stanford Geothermal Workshop, and the World Geothermal Conference. So those are all mixed together. And you can also see that starting in the mid-2000s, women started to become presenters at these conferences. So upward trends all around. And here are our goals. Working towards the WGC when Wing USA will hand over the reins as the global chapter. We're aiming for 2,500 memberships, continuing the goal of one Wing chapter in every country, and hoping to increase our male membership because males are an important ally to have. And this is a breakdown of some of the chapters. This is hot off the press, new data that we worked out of our new website. And it shows that the New Zealand team is approaching 45%, and both the US and Turkey are over 35%. So very exciting data. I had a personal worry that we were all down around 10%, but we're doing good. And this is important for Wing because we're not a women's club. It's something that sets Wing apart from other women empowerment organizations is the emphasis on our Wingmen Special Task Force, that we need male participation to really achieve our goals. And here are some photos of Wing members at work. We have Djibouti, Turkey. Here's New Zealand. That's geothermal gin. Philippines. Kosovo. Drilling rock cores in the UK. And Lake Bogoria and Olkaria in Kenya. So just an example of how global our membership is. So that is the conclusion of our presentation today. I would like to encourage everyone to get involved or stay involved, and there's a number of ways you can do that. Continue to participate in this Wing Mini Symposium. The next event, as Kelly mentioned, will be mid-March. In addition to that, nominate somebody who you work with, who you admire, for a Core Value Award. We'll be doing the 4th awards this year at the Geothermal Rising Conference, and look for nomination forms in the May or June Wing newsletter. Also, visit our brand new Wing website, womeningeothermal.org, and become a member and become a Wing sponsor. And follow us on social media. In addition to all that, become an ally. There are many wonderful organizations outside of Wing that work to promote equity, and in your daily life, embrace diversity wherever you can. And a final plug for our colleague and partner, Geothermal Rising. They're also doing a webinar series with the first presentation next week on Thursday by Kristina Vasilic about electric submersible pumps in geothermal environments. So join that and stay connected. And we are open for questions and comments at this time. If you have any, type them into the chat box, and me, Aishi, or Kelly will do our best to respond. Thank you so much for joining us. This was truly a pleasure. We have a comment about wingmen in El Salvador comprising almost 40%. So the figure that was shown, I think, may not have been properly calculated, and sorry about that, El Salvador. They are a really powerful chapter. So we are appreciative for their wingmen. Well done, amazing achievements. Thank you, Laura. Claire Baxter says, thank you for the presentation from our Wing UK comrades. Thank you for everything you do, Amanda.
Katie Smith asked, how can I get more involved in Wing in my country?
To get more involved in Wing in your country, the best way would be to reach out to your country ambassador,
Yes.
if there's a country chapter that exists. And we're working on our website to build a page for every existing chapter so that you can easily navigate to the right person to contact and find out how you can support them if they want help with planning events or sending out newsletters or fundraising. We try to encourage support through your local chapter as opposed to the global effort first. And if you don't know who your chapter ambassador is, then there's info at Wing
Website.
Yeah, on the website there's a info email.
Yeah, and this is Kelly, just chiming back in. So we dropped the email address there in the chat. So if you had any other questions or wanted to or needed more information, please reach out via that email address. Just wanted to make sure you guys saw that. And then Dave Bowden, you asked a good question. This is a recommendation you gave us last year, which we appreciated, is having the student sponsorship available earlier when the students are in school, potentially in the spring, and that's something we are looking into scheduling this spring. So thanks, Dave, for asking that question about supporting students to the Geothermal Rising Conference. I also wanted to just, because I lost my notes in the beginning, just make sure that everyone understands what it is we're doing here with these Mini Symposium Series. And we're really trying to make this a casual space for short presentations for our country teams. The topics are going to vary quite a bit from month to month, but I think that'll keep it interesting. Really just giving our country teams the platform and they can decide how they want to utilize that platform. So thank you, Aishi and Amelia, for doing such a great job this morning. Think you nailed it.
It is our pleasure. We enjoyed a lot.
And thank you for all the kind words in the question and answer. Not too many questions, but some really nice words. So thank you guys for supporting us today and this morning. Oh, that's a good question about Iran, Amelia. Did you want to take that question?
I don't see that. Can you read it?
So the question actually, Iran is one of our newest country teams, which we're really excited about, and Amelia's taking the lead on that. The question is really more about geothermal energy. So how do we start up this powerful energy with our support? And we're here to network. I think that's what we'd like to get across today to all of you, is that Wing is really a network, and we want to connect you with people that can help. Whether that's businesses or actual personnel. I think that's the best way we can support the community, is by having this network of support for you. So that would be my best answer, is that we can set you up with some support and a network to get you where you'd like to be. And that was from Miriam.
Oh, thanks, Miriam.
Pat had a really good question too. Thanks for being here, Pat. The pandemic has disproportionately impacted women in terms of family care, employment, etc. Has Wing reached out to help address these issues and how they impact their members? That's a really good question. Did you want to take that, Amelia? Because you spent some time thinking about that and reaching out to the community.
Well, we did put out some feelers on social media to find ways that we could support families that were struggling through that. But the ultimate conclusion that we came to, actually, it was with the input of some of our wingmen. I remember Tim saying that the men need to really step up. You know, like a spouse can't see their wife struggling to keep her career and save the family. Like, it's a mutual partnership. And, you know, a lot of women have worked hard to reach their career goals, and to have it all fall away during a pandemic is just unacceptable. So as a community, we should really step up and find ways to support those who we know who are struggling.
And it's been, I think, one of the best things we saw from reaching out to the Wing community with even that question. It was really just support, right? I think that women right now, like you mentioned, Pat, are having a really tough time, and being a space where they can maybe just come to. And I think I posted one time in the Facebook chat, you know, what kept you going this week, and what was your way to have your outlet this week, and just having a space to come to that hopefully is supportive is really what we're trying to achieve here. And we're open for suggestions, and that's what we tried to do with the community, is go out to women and men in the community and just ask how we can help. And that's something that we're still, outside of being able to be a support system and a place where people feel safe to come and chat with us. We're still trying to figure out the best way to support people in that way. So we're open to suggestions there. So I think that's a great point and a great question. And Fred Emmanuel, you asked a good question too. This presentation is being recorded. So we will be posting it up on the Wing UK YouTube channel, who's been great in helping us out and support and putting up our presentations and our videos. So every presentation, every Wing Mini Symposium for 2021 will be posted on with a link from our website to the Wing UK YouTube channel. And we'll make sure that we put that all over the internet so that you know how to get to it. So thanks for being here, Fred. All right, well, we're about a couple minutes over of what we said we'd do. So I want to thank Aishi and Amelia again for kicking it off. It wasn't, you know, it's not easy being the first, and you guys did such a great job today. So thank you so much for doing that. And
thank you, Kelly. It's a pleasure.
And we will be having a very brief 4 questions. We just want to know how you found out about this today when you get out of this webinar. So please take just 1 minute of your time and fill it out so we know how you're getting the information from us, so we can better serve the geothermal community. And with that, thank you all for your time.